So, you want to know what it feels like to play 939? Well, you've came to the right place. Me, Skawill, I'm gonna teach you not how to play 939, but how it feels to play 939. Alright, before we can discuss how it feels to play SCP-939, we have to discuss what SCP-939 is exactly. SCP-939 is a Keter-class anomaly, also referred to as with many voices. It gained this common name due to the fact that it can mimic human speech. It can basically talk to you, bada bing bada boom, just like that. However, it is blind, which means it uses those voices to try and get you to come to it, or to make you make a move or say something so it can come near you and eventually kill you. And then it takes your voice and boom, bada bing bada boom. So, how would this translate to SCP's secret laboratory? Well, it translates actually pretty well. Being blind isn't so bad, considering that most players, they run around, they make sounds. The whole idea of the game is to run around, talk to people, do some jazz, shoot some stuff, bada bing bada boom, alright? And being blind isn't that hard. However, you can sometimes miss people, and that does suck. You know, missing a person, that does suck, but it's gonna happen eventually. But dog has a special little trick. If the dog runs into you, he can see you. He's blind. He's not stupid. All right. If he runs into you or you speak, he's gonna be able to see you. And because of this revolutionary tech, dogs will double check rooms. They'll go around in the room and just try and see if they can bump into you. If they don't bump into anyone, they'll just leave and act like no one was in there. But if they bump into you, they'll kill you. So it really depends. And after all this information that I've just wailed on to you, you may be thinking, hey, if I just stay completely still and don't speak and don't do anything and try to avoid the dog even if he's in the room, I'm safe. Well, there's one last key resource that the dog has at its disposal that it can basically use. It's teammates.
There's some people in 173's chamber.
And yes, the dog can talk to its teammates. You see, its teammates, they're not blind. They can still see you. And so they might be like, hey, there's a dude right there. Get him. And then you're like, hey, there's a guy right there. You walk up to him, there's a guy right there, and then you kill him. And now you're probably thinking, well, what am I supposed to do? Alright? If I can't outsmart him, what if I just ran away? And yeah, that's probably your best shot. Just run away. Close the doors along your way and just run away. Except for the fact that SCP-939, also known as the dog, he can run as fast as a human. But the difference between him and a human is that he doesn't have a sprint meter, which means he can run indefinitely, which means eventually he'll catch up to you. So, if you can't outsmart him and you can't outrun him, how are you supposed to defeat a menace to society like SCP-939? Well, I've only told you the story of flight. In nature, we have flight and fight. So, now you're forced to fight SCP-939. And it is actually a lot easier than you might think. Please guys, let me in. Let me in. Oh no, please, no, don't do it, don't do it! It is literally just that simple. If you were to stay in a group with decent weapons, you can easily gun down a dog. Even though the dog has a good amount of health. If you're in a good enough size group with good enough guns, you can easily gun him down. Right? He's gotta back off. dog's job is to pick off individuals who cannot defend themselves. That's why a lot of D-class and scientists get picked off by dogs so easily. It's because they can't do anything to go against him. He's meant for just picking off people one by one. He's not meant for group assaults like SCP-173 or SCP-096. So, what happens if you were to perhaps be playing as 939? Well, what makes 939 so special? Well, in the game, he has the ability to speak with other people. That's right, an ability no other SCP has. The ability to talk to humans. This ability, most of the time, is used for stupid stuff. Sing with me.
Hey. Alright, wait, which part are we on?
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a
A
partridge in a pear
tree.
tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
Wait, dog, let me
3 turtle
get the
doves
facility guard.
and 2.
Wait.
You fucked it up. You made me mess up.
I'm sorry.
You made me mess up.
Kill him.
And yes, sometimes people use it to bark at others, like me. So, now let's discuss how it feels to play 939. So, you spawn in as 939 and look over to your fellow dog, and what do you see?
Hello there.
And what do you say back? Brr. After escaping your containment in heavy, you then head down to light. And after getting to light, you start to run around doing mischievous things like...
Hey guys, listen to the music.
Yes.
Ow!
The kind that doesn't mind snow.
Share the music, man. Why you gotta do this?
Like Christmas.
After finding that pesky little D-boy and chasing him across all of light, you will eventually, and I mean eventually, catch up to him and immediately terminate said D-boy. After terminating all your targets in light, you meet up with your other dog or other SCPs, and they say this. How's your killing going? Then, the announcer on the speaker announces that MTF has arrived. So, you get in the elevator and go up to Heavy, and soon make their way to the checkpoint. After reaching entrance, you will then engage MTF in a firefight, killing all of them, or you'll be the one that they'll be picking off, but most certainly, you'll be the one picking them off. After annihilating the main forces of the MTF, you then run around the entrance zone trying to find any stragglers. Eventually, you'll find them in Intercom. Everyone's in fucking Intercom, so hey, gotta find them there. After completely wiping out all the MTF, you then look for any more straggling D-class facility guards or scientists across the facility, but you'll never find them. No one ever finds them. It's impossible to find them. That's why rounds last a bit longer than they do. So, the next MTF wave comes and you must annihilate them all. And then, it all ends. You fall to MTF or Chaos, and that's it. Your journey as an SCP is over. Psych! Did you honestly think that that would be it? That only happens like a third of the time. You won't be dying. SCP-939 is amazing. You know, you just get to run around, bite people, and do whatever a dog does, you know? It's crazy. It's amazing. and you'll most certainly win the matches you are in. At the end of the day, go out there, bite some people, find some people hiding in a corner, chase them down, rip them to shreds, and just have some fun as 939. Because that's what he's about. He's about having fun. And that is how it feels to play SCP-939.
The only thing that saves me, I don't take your advice. No, I don't want you to hate me. Yeah, yeah. No, I don't want you to hate me. Yeah, no, I don't want you to hate me. No, I don't want you to hate me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.